Developing at 5:30, a lot of people are talking about a sick ship that pulled into South Florida this weekend. Nearly 50 people on board tested positive for COVID-19 despite strict testing and vaccination requirements. Taking a live look now from our launch credit union camera at Port Canaveral. Soggy day out there. That situation certainly on the minds of travelers who set sail today. Many saying they're taking precautions but not going to let those cases change their plans. News 6's Carolina Cardona reports from Brevard County.
We are excited and hoping that we actually get on and there's no snags.
After 2 canceled cruise trips in 2020, Cheryl Wolf and her family are looking forward to boarding Royal Caribbean's Independence of the Seas for a 4-day cruise. With COVID-19 on their minds and cases going back up, the mother of 3 says they're not letting their guard down.
I've talked to the kids just to be more careful, make sure they wash their hands, but you know, we all know that it's in God's hands. You can't let it take over and completely shut down your life. So we're excited and we'll just take extra precautions.
The same goes for Jason Shirley and his family.
We just have to be a little bit more cautious when we're inside. But other than that, there's absolutely no fear.
They're going on their first cruise out of Port Canaveral, which resumed operations in July. Jason says they've prepared as much as possible to enjoy the next few days.
Before I booked the cruise, I kind of read about 1,000 reviews on cruising to where it's safer technically on the cruise ship than it is on land. If you go to a concert or you go to some indoor venue, it's actually safer in the cruise ship than it is outside.
Is it a little concerning still for you and your family?
I feel a little bit safe. I think the cruise is taking a lot of precautions. We have had to have COVID tests prior. We're wearing masks mandatory when we're in the cruise.
Patricia Colbert drove from Georgia so she could enjoy her first cruise in about 9 years. She says there is some concern, especially after the Port of Miami reported about 50 people aboard Royal Caribbean's Symphony of the Seas that docked Saturday tested positive for COVID-19.
Although I am completely vaccinated, boosted, and I continue to wear my mask and kind of stay socially distanced from people. I'm a little scared, but I can't hide from life.
Guests must show proof of vaccination and a negative COVID-19 test done 48 hours before setting sail. If guests arrive with test results older than 2 days, a new test will be required prior to boarding. In Port Canaveral, Carolina Cardona, News 6.